Hollis Dorian started, I was doing some session work. I'm the bass player for the band. I had done some session work for Hollis. Prior to that, I was actually in a band called the Dead Show Dealers, which also included Josh Henry, our drummer, as well as Bink Skiba, our guitar player. Unfortunately, Robert Wilson, who was the lead singer of the Dead Show Dealers, was tragically killed in a hit-and-run accident. So rest in peace, Robert. We love you and miss you. But unfortunately, that did bring the Dead Show Dealers to an end. About 6 months after that tragic incident, I received a phone call from Hollis saying that he was interested in getting out and doing some shows. So naturally, the first people that I reached out to was Josh and Bink. We got together and started putting the songs together that I had recorded with Hollis prior. And in the meantime, we did some writing, wrote some songs which are now out on our latest EP, which is called You Got My Something. It's of course streaming everywhere. We recorded that and released it early this year, and we have been out playing and touring in regards to that record now for about 6 or 8 months.
It up, man. It's you to tonight. Got to be rolling the drums to be ready to fight. Numbers are turning, the gamblers are burning, and the neon burning bright. Gonna light it up and straight shooter tonight.
So I was born and raised in Niagara Falls, New York. I moved to Central Florida 20 plus years ago, and Josh Henry, our drummer, I don't remember, to be honest, when he moved here. Hollis Dorian, lead singer, he's kind of been a little bit everywhere, but he lives in the Claremont area. Josh, our drummer, is in Orlando. Bink Skiba, I think, is probably the only native Floridian in the band. But yeah, I moved to Central Florida in the late 90s and, chasing the musical dream. And, here I am in my very, 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 very late 30s. So late that they're now called my 50s. And of course, I'm still playing. So, we are a Deltona band. We rehearse and record right here in Deltona. We love Deltona. And, it's Florida's home. It may not necessarily be where we were born, but it's where our kids were born, and it's where we're raising them, and it's where we create the music. So as far as we're concerned, we're a Florida band.
Tumblers are turning, the gamblers are burning, and the neon burning bright. Gonna light it up and straight shooter tonight.
Biggest song right now, I would say, probably the title track to the EP, which is called You Got My Something. Was a collaboration. We started working on it in the studio, and probably about 10-20 minutes later, it was completed. And I want to say we probably recorded that one, 2-3 days after that. Another song that a lot of people really seem to gravitate to is kind of a tear in my beer, kind of traditional acoustic country song called Loretta.
Lonesome and crying, 'cause our love is dying. We should see storms Daddy said, Daddy ain't born. Oh, please, Loretta, come back to me.
Which came from a guitar riff that I had. I'm the bass player, but it came from a guitar riff that I had. And I recorded it really quickly, sent it over to Hollis, and I said, you know, hey, here's this kind of tear in my beer kind of song. Let me know what you think and get back to me. And he replied, okay, you know, give me a couple weeks, give me a couple days, and I'll put something together. And I think it was about 20 minutes later, I received a phone call from him saying that the song was done, completely done. And we don't know anybody named Loretta. Hollis doesn't know anyone named Loretta, but he figured, you know, that's one of those things that's been done in country music forever, is you find the right name that fits the song and fits the mood of the song and write the song about it. So Loretta and You Got My Something right now are probably the songs that people gravitate to the most.
Loretta, can you hear me? Make a lonesome sound. I keep on singing if it'll turn you around. Oh, please, Loretta, come back to me. Darling, please, Loretta, come back to me. One more. Oh, please, Loretta, come back to me.
So the initial recording that I'd done with Hollis was his EP called Country by Birthright. And through that, he was nominated in Nashville, Tennessee for a Josie Music Award. So he went up to Nashville and ended up actually winning for Best Country Song with Multiple Writers, and that was for Country by Birthright.
I hear a lot of people singing songs back growing up on those backwoods farms. Even though I like the finer things in life, ain't no surprise I got a country birthright. I didn't have no tractor or cowboy hat, only rich folk and stuff like that. Didn't have no money, just work in the land. We did every little damn thing by hand. Daddy wasn't a cowboy, but Mama was a country girl. Got by on a handful, but I did all right. And Granny came from farm folk, and even though we was broke, we always had our dignity. Yeah, we did all right. I was raised on Conway Twitty and Granny's pecan pie. I got a country birthright to get back to, and it's about getting back time. 'Cause where I come from, the work all day, made love and music all night. That's what makes me country birthright. Daddy was a rock and roll kind of brother, he was making a ZZ Top. Mama was a Ronnie Millsap, blowing ass, Smoky Mountain Rain on stop. Taking one part country and one part rock, and a one part Elvis in Hawaii. Now look at what you got. I was raised on Conway Twitty, Granny's pecan pie. I got a country birthright to get back to, and it's about getting back
Earlier this year, the whole band, we all went up to Nashville. We were actually nominated 4 times for EP of the Year, Song of the Year, which was for Loretta. We had EP of the Year for You Got My Something, and You Got My Something, the song was also nominated. Unfortunately, this year we didn't walk away with any awards, but being able to be in the Grand Ole Opry room and sitting there and just experiencing it all, it was a great experience for the band to enjoy together.
I don't need no tombstone when I die. I don't need no tombstone when I die.
So Tombstone, when we decided that we were going to put the band, a band together, Hollis had mentioned that he had a bunch of different songs that were kind of, in the back that he had recorded demos for. So he sent them over to me, and I was, going through and listening to them all. Tombstone instantly kind of, struck a note with me. I loved the lyrical content. I loved the sound of the song. So we started working on it, and we made a few changes to what the song originally sounded like. Kind of brought it down a little bit more somber. It's kind of our Yellowstone type of a song. I actually played stand-up bass with a bow to give that really low, kind of rumbling sound to it, and I think Bink did a phenomenal job as far as the guitar work on that one. But that was a lot of fun to record, and that's kind of our movie soundtrack song.
I don't need no tombstone on my grave. My heart is more important than the spade. And I hope I treated people like a live old summer shade. I don't need no tombstone on my grave. Come on now, baby. I don't need no tombstone when I'm gone. My soul is buried right here in this song. Oh yeah, so raise a glass if you remember me, and then just sing along. I don't need no tombstone when I'm gone. Come on now.
My favorite song, I would probably say right now, we've got a few that you guys haven't heard yet, but as far as the ones that are released, I'd say there's 2. Rolling Stones is, to me, is kind of the story of every musician. It's the one that talks about why we do what we do and what created the love of music. Kind of our Turn the Page by Bob Seger type of a song.
Greener pastures could not hold us. We were journeymen ready to go. Mountains to climb, women and wine in our soul. 'Cause we were born blazing on country road, laughed in the face of unknown. We had wanderlust in our bones. Yeah, we're rolling stone. On a beat up 6th Street, we had dive bars in our veins, trying to be stars but keeping the family name. Waking up in unknown cities, yeah, ready to take the stage. Knew it may not last, but on and on we played. 'Cause we were born blazing
So that one has always been, very near and dear to my heart. The other one is actually a cover song that we do just because it takes people by surprise. You may not have recognized this, but the song Blind in Texas that we do on our EP is actually a cover song from an 80s hair metal band called Wasp. And when I said to the guys that I wanted to do a country version of this song, and I played them, the original version of it, which was recorded sometime in the 80s, it's a metal song. I mean, these guys were about as big hair as you could possibly get, and the song reflects that. And they all looked at me like I was a little bit crazy, which of course I am, but then I grabbed my acoustic guitar and I started playing it the way that I heard Hollis Dorian doing Blind in Texas, and instantly we started working on it, and I believe that one we recorded that day. Since that time, Bink Skiba, our guitar player, has mentioned multiple times that that's one of his favorites, if not his favorite song to play live, just because we start playing it and the crowd, oh, okay, it's good, they like it, they start getting into it, and then all of a sudden we get into the chorus, and you see that light bulb moment. You see them go, oh my God, this is a song from the 80s. And that reaction is always a lot of fun to watch.
I'm blind in Texas. A lone star is hot tonight. Hey, I'm blind in Texas. Them cowboys have taken my eyes.
So, as you can tell, we're not kids. Looking at us, you can tell that we've got a few years behind us. We all grew up listening to just a huge variety of music. We grew up watching shows like the Dukes of Hazzard and listening to Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard. But we also grew up listening to 80s rock and metal and things like that. So when we create music, it's not just country music that we pull our inspirations from. We pull our inspirations from everything from guys like Zac Brown Band to, bands like Van Halen and everywhere in between. Being people that aren't just solely country artists or country musicians really opens up the ability for us to be able to write songs that are truly unique and truly sound like Hollis Dorian.
This next song is about having an extraordinary woman at your side. So this one's for the ladies. And it's called Extraordinary Baby. face.